guys, it's Maddie back at it again with another YouTube video. So for this week's YouTube video, I am going to be telling you TV shows that's either on Netflix or Hulu, mostly on Netflix, that I recommend watching to you and why they're so freaking awesome. I'm even gonna rate them. So let's get started. So let's look. The first show I recommend watching is on Netflix. There is only 2 seasons, and the 3rd season should be coming out, I think maybe next year. It's newer. It is All American. So All American is about this kid named Spencer James, and he goes to Crenshaw, and he gets transferred to Beverly Hills to pursue his passion for football. And it's based off of a true story. It is so freaking good. I'm gonna rate it about a 9 out of 10. Next show I want to recommend watching. It's been out for a while. I think there's like 6 seasons. It's on Netflix. The Fosters. I tried to watch it a long time ago, about 2 years ago, and then I stopped after the 1st season, and I never watched it again. So just recently I tried to watch it again, and I loved it. One of my favorites. 10 out of 10. I probably look fat. Don't I look fat, Sean?
No, you look beautiful.
Oh, that was so sweet. Okay, so it's basically about this girl named Callie, and she's in juvie, and she gets out of juvie, and she's a family to go to. Well, her usual social worker isn't there for some reason, so she gets put in this family called, her name is the Fosters, and it just goes about her life. But the best thing about it is, it doesn't just talk about Callie's life. There's other kids in the house that have been through the foster care system. So it talks about their lives and what they have to go through. But I'm gonna rate this a 10 out of 10 because it's a very important show that talks about realistic stuff. Kids are really out there in the system. And it talks about everything. I almost did a spoiler. So yeah, it's on Hulu. It's called Good Trouble. I'm not gonna tell you the bio of it because it will ruin everything. But if you watch The Fosters, I totally recommend watching Good Trouble. It's on Hulu. There's only 2 seasons. The 3rd season is out, but it hasn't came out on Hulu yet. So good. I'm going to give it about 8 out of 10. The only reason I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 is because the storyline is different. Because it's a different series and because it's on Hulu, I don't know. It's weird. The storyline goes how the beginning of the episode, it's the end of the episode, and then the rest of the episode builds up the stage on how they got to that end of the episode. If that makes sense. I hope it does. Okay, next show. My fave. One of my faves, one of my top 3 favorites. Riverdale. So good. So me, my boyfriend, and my boyfriend's sister have been watching Riverdale, and then we stopped after season 3? Mm-hmm. We stopped after season 3. We're gonna be honest, it was so scary at first, but then we got to watch it and we're loving it even more, and the 4th season's about to come out. Riverdale is such a good show. I'm gonna give it about 8 out of 10, only because each season's different, which is understandable, but I don't see how everything relates and goes back and forth. I don't understand. So the 1st season is about the passing of Shira Blossom's twin brother. The 2nd season is about the Black Hood. The 3rd season is about the Gargoyle King. I really don't know how to explain it, but it's an awesome show. It has Cole Sprouse in it. Next show, another one of my favorites. I wouldn't say top 3 favorites, but it's one of my favorites. So this is another show that I started watching and then I stopped, and then recently I just rewatched it through. Jane the Virgin. I'm gonna give Jane the Virgin a 10 out of 10. A 10 out of 10. It is so good. It's a tearjerker if you want to cry. And I wouldn't say it's just for girls, because me and my boyfriend watched it and we freaking love it. We would watch it every night for dinner. Recommend it. It's basically about Jane the Virgin, who she is a Christian, and the whole show is based on her virginity. She doesn't want to lose her virginity before marriage. She wants to keep her. It's sacred and all this kind of stuff. But then it talks about how she got accidentally, I can't say it, artificially inseminated with some other guy's sperm. and it's just crazy. It's totally like a suspenseful type of show. I totally recommend it. Next show, probably right now, like this is like my top, this is like my second favorite TV show ever. Outer Banks. I love Outer Banks. How can you not love this piece of meat? That is JJ, okay? Outer Banks is about 4 teenagers and they're all best friends. And one of them, his mom left him when he was a kid. And his dad went missing at sea for 9 months. So no one really knows. Everyone's just declaring he's dead. But John B., which is the kid, and that's his father, he does not want to like say, okay, he's dead. He does not want to accept that fact. So they do whatever, he does whatever he has to figure out if he's alive or dead. Well, in the process, he, so in there, this is based out in Outer Banks, South Carolina. But at that time, there's this like a royal merchant. It's about a ship that's wrecked a long, long time ago. And supposedly it has like $140 million on it.
$400 million.
$400 million, sorry.
Worth of gold.
Worth of gold. And so in the process, he's like, oh, I bet I can figure this out, you know. But everyone in that time has tried to find the royal merchant. So it's just the process of that. And it's so good. Not what I expected. I finished it in 2.5 days. Sean's almost done with it. What do you think, Sean? How do you like it?
I love it.
I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 because it's one of my favorites. It's like my second favorite of my top 3. You're not ready. You're not ready. You are not ready for this. Stranger Things. Top favorite show ever. It is on Netflix. 3 seasons. So it's basically about these 4 groups of 4 boys and they're playing a game and someone, her name is 11, she comes into the town and she's not a normal kid. So after that, everything just kind of goes crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, and not really a spoiler because it's part of the show. One of the kids goes missing and they're like trying to find him. Well, in that comes the Demogorgon and all that kind of stuff. It's an awesome show. One of my favorites. So the last show I'm gonna recommend to you is, it actually wasn't on my list, but as I was looking on here, I realized this is a show that's like not really appreciated, and it's also, I would have to say it's my top 4 favorite. It's one of my favorites. It's How to Get Away with Murder. There are 5 seasons, but the 6th season hasn't come out on Netflix yet. It's one of my favorites. Like I said, top 4. I'd give this a 10 out of 10 too. How to Get Away with Murder is really good. It's about these kids. This professor, her name is Professor Keaton. So it's about these professor, and her class is like law 101, but then she's like, it's actually how to get away with murder. So then she chooses 3 kids, 3 of her students, to be like her interns. Well, she actually that year chooses 4. Well, then it just talks about like each episode goes based on like the cases they have, but the moral of the story is literally about how they got away with murder. And each season is so good. But I would have to say the recent season, it's so crazy. It kind of messes with me. So like that was like the worst season. But other than that, good concept. I love it so much. So now, lastly, I'm going to tell you every show that I put on here. And I'm going to tell them from the top is one I like, down. So like I said, my top favorite is Stranger Things. My second is Outer Banks. My third is Riverdale. My 4th is How to Get Away with Murder. My 5th, oh my god, this is really hard. I'm gonna say The Fosters because I was so invested in The Fosters. And then I'm gonna rate 6th, All American. 7th, Jane the Virgin. 8th, Good Trouble. Like I said, the only reason I rate Good Trouble so low is because the way their scenes are is so weird. Okay guys, well I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up, and if you didn't, give me a big thumbs up. So I'm gonna be trying to post more videos. I want to try to get back into this. Oh, I hope you guys liked. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. I love you guys. Bye.